a service of CNC Worldwide.
CNC Podcasts are a service of CNC News, and they're brought to you by the Greece Chamber of Commerce, providing more than 800 member companies with business solutions since 1984. One by one, the New York State Senate and Assembly have been first debating and then voting on all the bills that together make up the nearly $140 billion state budget. Each has to pass both houses, and any amendments have to be dealt with. That makes it a slow job. They started late Monday morning, hoping to finish before the midnight deadline. Lawmakers have voted to approve Governor Cuomo's $1.5 billion property tax refund plan and to cut business taxes. They've also dealt with the education aid package, including funding universal pre-K, and they added more than $1 billion to Governor Cuomo's original education package. The Rochester City Schools get a total of $521 million in state aid, which is $8 million more than the district was expecting, according to a statement from Superintendent Bolgan Vargas. So-called school budget runs typically come out within a day or two of the budget adoption. Those will tell us how much the suburban school districts are getting. Republican candidate for governor Rob Astorino says he is opting his kids out of the Common Core tests being given to children statewide today. Astorino says the tests are making children into guinea pigs for an educational theory that New York parents don't want.
They will be in school, but they will opt out of the exam, as is their legal right. Cuomo's Common Core is a disaster in the making. No K-12 teachers were involved in developing its standards, yet our schools are being turned on their heads to force the experimental program to become the new curriculum.
Astorino says he consulted with his wife, who's a special education teacher, before they decided not to let their children take the tests. New York State is launching a cigarette strike force to crack down on illegal tobacco trafficking and sales. Governor Andrew Cuomo's office says it's a multi-agency task force with state, local, and federal agencies working together to catch people smuggling untaxed tobacco into New York. Media reports have recently pointed out that smuggling a truckload of cigarettes from a low-tax state like Virginia into New York is a far more lucrative business than trading in cocaine or heroin. A single truckload could sell for $4 million in New York City. State Attorney General Eric Schneiderman is suing FedEx for $70 million. He charges the package company with shipping nearly 80 million contraband cigarettes to customers across New York in violation of state and federal laws. FedEx says it has and will continue to stop doing business with shippers identified as shipping tobacco products. Captain Patrick Phelan has been sworn in as Greece Police Chief in ceremonies at the Greece Community Center. The town board voting in a special meeting to appoint Phelan to the chief's job. He takes over from Todd Baxter. Chief Phelan's been with the Greece Police Department for 25 years. And a Rochester man was shot to death Monday afternoon on Wilkins Street, becoming the city's 12th homicide of 2014. Police say the victim was a 27-year-old man shot while standing outside 334 Wilkins. He was hit a number of times in the torso. The victim was driven to Rochester General Hospital by private car, but was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. Police don't have anyone under arrest, and they say they don't know the motive for the shooting yet. They're asking anyone with information to call 911. Channel 10 says it learned from sources that a University of Rochester freshman found dead in her dorm room Saturday was the victim of a heroin overdose. Juliet Richard was 19 and planning to major in microbiology. University officials aren't commenting, and the Monroe County Medical Examiner has not yet issued his report. Your next CNC podcast is whenever you click on one of our pages and catch one. We post updates around the day. I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.